Do you ever get that feeling that you just need to get away? Like you're content with your life, but there's always something pulling at you. It could be reading a good book, watching a travel video on YouTube, or even doom scrolling on social media. For me, it's a little bit of everything, but mostly it's motorcycles. It's cold where I live, cold enough to really take the joy out of that spontaneous afternoon ride. While I was catching up on a group chat conversation from my friends in Florida, a question from my friend Blockhead caught my eye.
Yo, who wants to ride to Austin, Texas with us?
Immediately, I got on Eagle Rider's website to see if I could rent a motorcycle in Orlando. Then I snagged a flight from Columbus, Ohio. Luckily, they're pretty dirt cheap. Now I just need to pack all of my riding gear into a bag that I can check, say goodbye to my introverted husband, and fly south.
I can't unsee the things I saw when I first met you. There was a glimpse of what's to come. I don't want anybody telling me I'm confused. I'm not insane, I saw the sun. There was a warmth, there was a feeling that no matter how hard I try, I can't describe. There was a love, there was a meaning. I've never been so happy that I'm still alive. 'Cause I'm blinded by you, and I'd rather go blind than go without. Your eyes are enough to make a hopeless situation full of life. I guess it must be true. The future lives in you. The future lives in you. Yeah, the future lives in you.
Okay, well, welcome to Orlando, Florida. I just stopped by the Eagle Rider dealership here in Orlando and picked up this beautiful 2024 Harley-Davidson Road Glide. The thing about flying with all of your motorcycle gear and then hopping on a motorcycle is I have to put it all on this bike now. Luckily, Eagle Rider outfits almost every single one of their rentals. I'm pretty sure it's every single one of their rentals with a large sissy bar and a large luggage rack. So I knew I could put my gear on. So let's go ahead and gear up and hit the road. Always, always, always travel with rock straps. Okay, so before I throw everything on my bike, let me go ahead and show you what we're working with here. I haven't told you where we're riding yet. That'll come in this video a little later, but I have literally all of my heated gear, my riding gear, my rain gear, and even tools. All of my clothes, and all of my gloves, and all of my camera gear. So I kind of just gotta take some of this apart now so I can get my helmet on and then finish putting this all on the motorcycle. So when I travel, I usually put my helmet inside of my jacket because my jacket is Gore-Tex and it has armor. So I got these little bad boys out. This Lone Rider bag is completely waterproof and it has a valve on it, so I always make sure I get the best pack. Tighten the valve. Oh, so much more nice and compact. All right, put it on the bike. Make sure the straps are all buckled down. Don't need everything flailing across the highway. Alrighty, I think we're all set up. So let's go ahead and enjoy the Orlando traffic. So this is the second time I have been able to rent a motorcycle from Eagle Rider here in Orlando. And ironically, I never actually stay in Orlando when I rent these bikes. Oh man, it's been a few weeks since I have been able to ride. This bike actually has more miles than mine on it. It has a little over 15,000. So I guess let's go ahead and get the starting count. 15,252 miles. It is not gonna say that when we get back. I'll go ahead and tell you where I'm riding to. I'm leaving Orlando and going over to Austin, Texas. All right, well, immediately we are in Florida traffic. So I'm gonna catch up with you guys once I safely get to my destination tonight.
Tomorrow.
All right, so we're here at the Blockhead shop, and right behind me, his bike is still getting worked on. We have T-minus less than 24 hours before we are supposed to hit the road and
less than 24 hours?
and yeah, and ride 1,100 miles. So, Block, give me
One way.
yeah, 1,100 miles one way, a little over 2,300 miles from round trip. All right, so Block, give me give them a brief little description of what the bike is, what the build is for, and why we're riding to Austin, Texas for it.
Yeah, come on in, guys. What's up?
That's where the magic happens.
That's where the frustration happens. All right, so this is a 2024 Harley-Davidson Road Glide. So I guess quick backstory. 2023 at some point, Arizona Bike Week. I work closely with Law Tigers. They're one of the partners of the channel. We got a big old Law Tigers banner over there.
You love Law Tigers?
I flew to Arizona to do an event with Law Tigers for Arizona Bike Week. Or whenever I went out there, they linked me up with Cruci Originals. So I'd never met Cruci, I'd seen his videos and stuff before. And so we just kind of got talking back and forth about YouTube strategy and bikes and builds and all this shit. And one of the things that I said was, people love drama on YouTube, right? Like, as much as we don't want to do that shit, like, people really enjoy drama. And so I was like, you know, even though you and me are friends, we should talk shit about one another and, like, you know, go against one another. So we ended up kind of joking around about that, and we, like, a build off was mentioned, like building a bike off against one another. And so I was like, you know, I wonder if we could bring that back. I wonder if that's like something that maybe Harley-Davidson would be interested in working with us on. And so I took the idea to Harley-Davidson, and they were interested. And so we basically went through all the plans of, you know, kind of what we would do. Yeah, Billy Lane gave us some tips and tricks. Cruci flew over, we went, hung out with him, checked out his shop. And that brings us to our focus on the build-off. So Cruci Originals has a 2024 Harley-Davidson Street Glide. We have a 2024 Harley-Davidson Road Glide, so big differences there. And we've tried to kind of do stuff in a bit of a different fashion than him, just so you viewers can see what you're able to do to these motorcycles. So he went turbocharged, which is just absolutely insane. Since he did turbo, we were like, okay, well, we're going to supercharge, which isn't something that's super common. It has given us a few hurdles to jump over, but we're getting through them little by little. I tend to focus a lot on the design. I do know how to do a lot of the mechanical work, but Chris, a 27-year master technician, is incredibly good at the mechanical work. So he focuses a lot on that. I focus a lot on aesthetic. I don't think it was such a short story. It was like a long story long, right?
Okay, no, it's good.
Just kind of the backstory on, like, showing how we got to this point. Essentially, we are kind of in the home stretch, I hope. We had some, like I said, some hurdles with the ProCharger, but it seems to be running really well now. We do have some data logging to do to send back to ProCharger. We're getting the wrap done here from Brent at Wraps Inc., who is doing an incredible job. Kind of a nod to, like, the Marlboro livery, just because I've always been a big fan of it. Yeah. The rear suspension, the piggyback, so Öhlins. Front suspension, Öhlins, and then you've got little touches over here with the Baja lights. And then these actually, the clamps, came stainless, heated them up with a torch, made them like that nice bronzy gold color. Did the powder coating myself on this thing, so all the red powder. We've got A10 Moto's Baja Designs front headlight kit, which is the absolute power of the sun on the front of this thing. So whenever we're riding at night, which we're probably going to have to do since we've got 1,100 miles, power at the sun right there, and it'll just like light up the road. Jess, what was your experience riding with me and Goldzilla and the Amber?
Last year we rode to the Florida Keys on Goldzilla, and that only has one. What is it, an LP6? Yeah, one. And I was absolutely blinded. I had to ride behind him the entire time. So with this monster, he's going to have to be leading the charge the entire way.
Yeah, I'll be in the front, you know, lighting the way. Carbon fiber wheels on it, Avon Cobras, sticky icky tires. Yeah, the Kraus inverted front end with the Öhlins, ProCharger, supercharger on it. We do have the 135 stage 4 crate engine. We are running a Thunder Max tuner, our Blockhead 2-to-1 exhaust. Full carbon, which is Blockhead carbon fiber. So we do manufacture carbon fiber now. Carbon Flex. Looks good. Carbon front fender, carbon fairing, carbon side covers, carbon rear fender, carbon bag lids. Yeah, the only thing that we were waiting on that we didn't get done was the bags, so the lower bags, unfortunately.
Why are we riding it 1,100 miles one way to Austin, Texas?
That's part of the rules of Biker Build Off. You basically have to ride what you built, and from here in Orlando, Florida, Crucie's in Phoenix, Arizona, so right damn near in the middle is Austin, Texas. So we're in that process of you know, keeping our fingers crossed, like literally down to the fucking wire. Yeah, but she seems to be running, so I'm hopeful that I'm not going to have to trailer it. Also, Chris is riding with, so this is going to be the first long trip that I've done with Chris. And Justin, because Chris is going, Justin is now going. I've done Tennessee with Justin before, which I don't think is as far as Austin, 400 to 500 miles on it.
Isn't even half of what we're doing.
Is it? Damn.
Austin.
So yeah, Justin's going to be hating life, but whatever. Yeah, definitely 2 days, because it'd be, what, 16 hours ride time otherwise?
Straight through, yeah.
Yeah.
It would actually be a little closer to 17 straight through.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I put out sent a text to like a ride chat group that we've got. And I was like, yo, any of you guys want to ride with me to Austin? And Jess, being from up north, was like, hell yeah. So here she is, Eagle Rider sorted out with a bike. You're riding with us.
Yep. So obviously, if you guys want to know more information specifically about the build process, the motorcycle itself, and all of the other really cool things that they do here at the Blockhead Garage, obviously I'm going to have his channel linked down below. But yeah, hopefully I'm not doing anything. I'm here literally along for the ride. But they are going to try to get this bike put back together so that we can hit the road. Alrighty, well, we just finished up here at the Blockhead Garage. Got Blockhead taking his insane monster of a motorcycle named Lucy out for her like kind of very first maiden voyage all put together. So obviously, as we've mentioned quite a few times in this video, we are taking a 2,300 mile round trip road trip in less than 24 hours. So he's got to do a little bit of road testing, if you catch my drift, because there is a whole lot of moving components in that bike. He can barely touch the ground. The bike is so tall. Oh, he said key fob missing. Shut it off. Kill the bike. Kill the bike, put it down, walk 20 feet away and come back. Does it do that sometimes? Yeah. If you leave the fob on it all the time, it doesn't know where it's at. It happens to my bikes. It's so tall. Yeah. Oh, true. That should be good.
You're with me on my maiden voyage for this fucking thing. I've never ridden.
That's what I said. I was just telling the camera. I was like, this is like your first, like this is your very first like official road test, but I didn't know if it was the very first time you've taken it since you put the supercharger and stuff on.
Yeah.
What?
I gotta stop and get gas.
That's fine. just like I thought, this is his maiden voyage on that motorcycle. He's gonna get me pulled over. But look at how bright the headlights are. Good God. So yeah, this is why I'm so thankful that I have friends who do really cool things in different places, and I have the ability to take these opportunities. There is just something so magical about preparing for a long road trip. And if you guys don't know, I really do love to take solo road trips all the time. I'm very much a solo rider. But every so often, when you have the opportunity to ride with your friends and really make like some great memories, it's hard to pass that up, really. So we are heading out for his inaugural ride. I'm on a beautiful loaner motorcycle. I have absolutely zero complaints whatsoever about the bike I'm on. I absolutely adore this motorcycle. And I'm just excited for what is to come.
What's that? It's supercharged 135.
Oh, I thought I heard a supercharger.
Yeah, you can hear the whine. Literally my first ride on it right now. We just finished building it. Thanks, man.
It's funny. Already getting compliments on the supercharger. If you want to like get on it, just slow down a little and let me catch up. I'm not gonna go crazy fast trying to keep up with you.
No,
so
I'm not looking to fucking go crazy. Like I really just want to keep it in good condition to fucking ride it to Austin.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to, go fucking like I got on it whenever we got on that main road.
Yeah.
And the front fucking wants to lift. Like you can feel it.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I just can't slow down, so I'm just letting you know that I'm gonna play it super safe. Oh my God! Jesus! It is so bright. So I don't know if many of you are like me, where you know you're going on a big motorcycle trip and it's really fun and it's really exciting and you're planning it out, and I feel like the most exciting part of the trip is just preparing for the trip. That's definitely how I feel. Like when I was, at the very beginning of this video, packing up and planning the route and just thinking about riding with my friends, that is truly half the fun of riding motorcycles long distance like this. And out of the entire group that I'm going to be riding with, I definitely have the most touring experience, but this is going to be a completely different animal, and I am literally taking, well, not literally, I'm on my own motorcycle, but I'm taking a back seat on this ride. I'm really just excited for them to have their fun and stretch their wings and test their motorcycles and test their skills and endurance. And I think it's going to be an amazing time. I cannot believe how bright his headlights are. My God. Being back on a stock road glide really makes me appreciate the creature comforts I have on my road glide. Whew. These stock windshields are brutal. I'm very proud of the guys at the Blockhead garage, all the hard work they've done, the trials and tribulations they've been through to build this bike. And then, not me. They are literally down to the hair on this build. We leave tomorrow, and this is his very first road test. So to wish us good luck, hey, consider liking this video. Just give it a thumbs up. That means that we'll get good vibes on this trip. And hopefully you're watching this before the event. If any of you guys watching the channel right now are in the Austin area in Texas, if you are able to come out to Cowboy Harley Davidson on Saturday the 15th, I believe it is, come say hi. But I am excited to get in my mind. I'm excited to stay in my helmet with my friends, crushing miles, seeing sunrises and sunsets and cold temps, and
all of the smells and everything that comes with it. It is something that when you're doing it all the time, it's exhausting. And then when you don't get to do it anymore, like i.e. winter, it's devastating. I miss it. I love this part of my life. Motorcycles are by far the number one thing that bring me so much independence and freedom and joy. And having the opportunities to just randomly take 2,500-mile road trips with my friends in December, that's an opportunity I'll never let pass up. Thank you guys for coming along with me in this video. Obviously, if you haven't done so yet, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to hit 200,000 subscribers, and we are hitting the road. I mean, we're on the road now, but how about we go the distance? Alright, thank you so much for watching. Check out Blockhead's channel, link down below. He's obviously going to have videos of this whole experience as well. And until my next one, as always, you be good, ride motorcycles, and I'll see you later.